Hello viewers, welcome back to my English class. In the previous video presentation, I explained or I introduced the structure of simple future. Now, we should know its usage. Usually, after learning the structure only, you can learn the usage or how to use this simple future. What are the situations, contexts in which you should use this simple future? So, it's very easy and direct. Any sort of future action can be expressed in this simple future. Any action. Action about to take place. Action still to take place. Action which will happen later, tomorrow, next year, next day, after some time. So, any future action, any action which is about to take place, which is still to take place, can be expressed by using this simple future. So, I will write the usage. So, simple future usage. Simple future usage. So, to indicate an action, to indicate an action which is still to take place. So, just as I have explained, an action which is still to take place, which will happen, which is going to be taken place. So, something like that. Any action which will happen tomorrow, next year, next morning, later, soon. So, like that. So, an action which is still to take place. The words you should remember, which is still to take place, which is about to take place, which will happen. So, something like that you have to take. Look into the examples. I shall meet you tomorrow. This action will be taken place tomorrow only. I shall meet you. Observe the structure. So, subject to shall or will you should use. First person I is there, so you should use shall. I shall meet you tomorrow. So, that is the basic rule and basic usage. You can say, I will meet you tomorrow, no problem. But with the first person, you should use shall or will. So, with first person, we should use shall or will. So, like this, shall or will. We shall come to your house next Sunday. So, this action will happen next Sunday. So, future action. So, that sort of future action, any sort of future action can be expressed here by using simple future. So, action about to take place, action which is to take place, still to take place, which will be taken place later. So, we shall come. Observe the structure, subject to and shall, present tense form of verb. So, next, you will get selection in your next interview, subject you. So, you should use will. You will get selection in your next interview. So, next interview. So, future interview. Next interview means future interview. So, that sentence belongs to future tense. So, you will get selection in your next interview. You should say like that. She will save some amount in her next salary. So, next salary, not in the present salary, next salary, future salary. Salary may be in the next month or next month, something like that. So, she will save. Subject to shall or will. With the second and third persons, basically we should use will like this. Surya will attend the function later. So, not now, later. Maybe after some time, in the future, later, after an hour, after 2 hours, in the something like that. So, future action. So in this way, any future action like this, which will happen after some time, tomorrow, next Sunday, next month, like that, you should use this simple future. Say Surya will attend the function. You should use will. With the second and third persons. Surya belongs to third person singular. So will attend the function later. So any sort of future action can be expressed by using this simple future action, which is about to take place, still to take place. This is the basic use of the simple future. And for the examination purpose, we should learn one point particularly. How to recognize in the examination. So that's a point to be observed. Take the same example. I shall meet you tomorrow. And in the examination, this part is kept blank. I shall meet you tomorrow. And the verb meet. The verb is meet. I dash you tomorrow. So verb meet. And how will you recognize in the examination? That's a point. So tomorrow, by observing the word tomorrow, you should recognize that this sentence belongs to the simple future. Simply there is tomorrow. So action which is about to take place, still to take place. So directly you have to go to the simple future. That is the easiest way because there is the word tomorrow. So the structure, remember the structure. Subject to shall or will plus present tense form. I is the subject. So with I we should use shall. I shall meet you tomorrow. So next, we shall come to your house next Sunday. So the word is next Sunday. Already I told you. Next Sunday, that is a future action. This sentence belongs to future tense. So this part is kept as a blank. So the verb must be come. We dash to your house next Sunday. Verb given, come. So by observing the word next Sunday, you should decide that the sentence belongs to simple future and recall the structure of simple future. We, subject, shall or will. So write shall. We shall come, present tense, form of verb. We shall come to your house next Sunday. Same is the case in the next sentence also. So this is blank and get. You dash selection in your next interview. So next interview, this belongs to future action. That future action should be expressed in the simple future. Subject to you, shall or will. With you should use will. So you will get present tense form. Don't make it other form, got or something like that, don't use. You will get the selection in your next interview. So next, she will save some amount in her next salary. This part blank. Save is the verb to be given in brackets. She dash some amount in her next salary. So next salary is the thing by which we can recognize the tense. So subject shall or will. She will save some amount in her next salary. So next this also same. Surya dash the function later. Attend verb. So attend verb. Surya dash the function later. Attend. So Surya will attend the function later. So in this way you can recognize it in the examination. So this is all the usage of the simple future. Remember, any future action, any sort of future action which is about to take place, which is still to take place, can be expressed in this simple future. So use shall or will. Shall with first person and will with second and third persons. and by observing these words, you can recognize it in the examination. And even in your day-to-day usage also, you can use these words in your conversation, in your framing sentences. So that's all about simple future. Thank you for watching.